Hi, this is Carlo from next.whoknows.com, and this is going to be a quick video just highlighting some of the points in the post that I wrote above in case anyone doesn't want to go and read a big long article. So just kind of quickly recap the post. Our story started off in about late 2012. Myself and Florence, we used to go away on trips, come back broke, kind of rinse and repeat. So Florence said to me, would you be interested in trying to find something that we can do online that would allow us to travel and work at the same time? So that was the kind of dream back then, to kind of work online, be able to go anywhere, make money as we traveled. So I got into research mode for a few weeks, and I came across freelance writing as a low barrier of entry to be able to, anyone could do it. You don't need any qualifications as such or anything like that. You just need a laptop, a bank account, PayPal, whatever to get paid. And that's how I got started. So I did a bit of research, found a course called Location Rebel that's owned by a guy called Sean Noble, and he trains different modules, different internet marketing businesses in that, and one of them was the freelance writing. So I got stuck into that, and it really allowed me to kind of grind my teeth. It was the best $300 I could have spent because, as I said, it allowed me to sharpen my teeth, learn the whole industry about making money online, getting started, kind of mindset, stuff like that. So that was in November 2013. I spent the next few weeks kind of learning my trade, writing a few articles so that I could have as a portfolio to send to potential clients, or if they asked me for any examples, I was able to give them some. There were nothing crazy or creative either, just simple kind of blog style post articles, just something to basically give to potential clients. So that was in late 2013. I started pitching, emailing clients on first or second week in January, just after the Christmas period. I figured it would be a good time to start, and I did a load of research on companies, SEO companies, digital marketing companies in Ireland and the UK, got their details, got their personal contacts as best I could for someone that was involved in the marketing. If I got the owner of the company's details, all the better, because you'd have a direct line to the kind of decision maker or such. So I started emailing clients first, second week in January. Luckily enough, within the first few hundred emails, I got a positive reply from a company in Dublin who wanted to try me out for a few articles for $5 each, which, okay, it's low paying, but back then it was making my first dollar online, which was a major milestone for me. So I was doing these trial articles for a couple of days, maybe did 5 or 6 of them. They were happy with what I gave them, and they kind of asked me would I like to start writing more frequently for them. So that was a big win in terms of it started off at $5. I got them up then to $10 when we agreed that I'd be a regular writer for them. So that gave me the kind of impetus to really say, okay, this freelance writing thing could really work out if I was to potentially scale it, get more clients on board. In the back of my mind though, I knew that I wasn't a good writer in terms of, I wasn't passionate about it. I'm not anyways creative when it comes to writing, but I was able to do these articles because, anyone can go and search online, research a topic and put together a structured article, and that's all I was doing. Well, as I said, it wasn't anything creative or that. So that was kind of niggling me at the back of my mind because, I was spending maybe 3 or 4 hours a day doing these, writing these articles, on top of also emailing and researching for new clients. So my day was taken up, and I was like figuring, if I was able to scale this somehow to maybe try and get someone else to do some of the writing for me and take a cut, well then wouldn't that be even better? So I was explaining this to Florence, who at the time was working a full-time job, so she hadn't the time to come in and help me out with this. So I was telling her that if we were able to somehow scale this to find other writers that could help me, then we have a potential of making some money, for the long term, being able to do this on a bigger scale. After a couple of days of doing these articles, I got another 2 clients on board, which really opened my eyes to the whole thing, because now I really needed to kind of focus on the whole outsourcing side of things, because I just couldn't, like I was writing, I'd say between 40 to 50 articles a week, which may not seem a lot to some, it might seem a lot to others, but I knew that I couldn't really focus on growing, getting more clients then, because all my time was taken up by producing this content for these clients. So what I did was I found a site called Upwork. It was called Odesk back in 2013, and another one called Freelancer.com. So they were called Odesk and Freelancer.com, and now they've combined to under one umbrella, and that's called Upwork.com. So I went on there. I kind of put in a job description. I was looking for someone that was able to do content writing and stuff like this. Got a load of applicants. Found a guy from India who was he was like a technical writer, and went ahead and gave him a few trial articles to do, and he was great. He was way better writer than I was. Sentence structures and stuff like that wasn't as clear cut as if you're a fluent English speaker, but that wasn't a problem. I was more than happy to do some touch up on the work he was sending me back. So that allowed me to take on a writer, allocate some of the work to him, and take a cut, 50% cut, which freed up a lot more of my time, so that I was then able to go out and do more research, which I also then found someone to help me out with that, so that my time wasn't taken up with that. So I was reaching out to more and more potential clients as a freelance writer, taking on more and more work, and then also having to try and find more and more writers, which even to this day for our business with over 40 writers, we're still constantly trying to find new writers, because writers come, writers go. They're not going to have a shelf life of years. But so it was important to always try and find new writers, because without taking on new writers, we can't take on any more clients, because we've hit a ceiling with our capacity. So we were, I was making a nice €1,000 a month by April 2013, and I had a few writers on board. I think it was about 4 or 5 writers on board at that stage. Myself and Florence then decided, well, look, this is going to be the test. Let's book a flight to Thailand. We wanted to go on a one-way flight to kind of hammer home that this is it. We're gonna try and live this whole lifestyle of being able to travel and work. So we booked a one-way ticket to Thailand, to Phuket, for the sole purposes of growing our business. Trying to find more writers that we could employ, and also try and find more clients that we could get work from. So we flew to Thailand in July 2013, and by the end of that year, we had about 10 writers under our belt, and we were making, I think it was we'd scaled to about €4,000 a month, in revenue, which in Thailand is enough to live pretty comfortably. So that's kind of where the ball was at the end of 2013. Over the next 4 years, the process was pretty simple for us in terms of what we were doing. We were obviously traveling around the world. We were going to different cities, setting up shop, in terms of getting a base apartment for a couple of months, working on our business. Then we do 5 or 6 months travel through different countries, maintaining our business, that kind of stuff. So we grew the business from that early seed to a team of currently 40 writers. We're trying to downgrade that a little, just because it can be a bit of a headache to manage all that. We had our first 10k revenue month in August 2015, and we had our biggest month in December of 2016, where we hit €45,000 in revenue. So that kind of gives you an idea of the potential, and that was all just from content. We had a big operation. We were able to position ourselves as a content agency to some of these big SEO companies, and position ourselves in a way that we would say to them, look, all your content needs for every one of your clients. We take that off you, one-stop shop. You don't have to go and deal with like multiple different content agencies. Let us work out that for you. You just supply us with everything. We'll offer you a bulk rate discount or whatever like that, and that really allowed us to scale up our business massively. We have still 3 of those clients that we use, in that we take care of all their content on a monthly basis. So that's kind of where we are, where we started off, and where we've migrated to today. We have 2 other business models that I'll also talk about in different posts that you can see along with a video explaining those. But a lot of people ask us how we would manage an agency like that, or how did we manage it. So starting off, when we started to take on more and more writers, we were up until 2015, for the first 2 years, we would do everything through Gmail. So our clients would email us, we would then get that email, take the info out of it, send it on to our writer. They would do the work, attach it to email, send it back to us. We then have to do the whole quality control on our end, and then send it back to the client, and then they pay us. We pay the writer their share or whatever, and that worked fine. But as we grew in terms of our staff and the amount of writers we were taking on, it just wasn't productive enough. So we looked at a few different project management software tools like Asana and Trello, and we didn't need something complicated at all, so we went with Trello. And that really was a game changer for us, because it allowed us to scale from 10 to 30, 40 writers like that. There was no kind of headaches involved. What we did was we just gave each writer their own board on Trello, where we were able to allocate that writer work orders. We had color coordinated lists and systems in that for the writer to easily follow, so they would get the order in their Trello board, they'd go and work on the content, they'd upload the content to Trello, and we would then take it on our end, look at it through quality control, and then send it back through email to our clients. So we'd only deal with, from 2015 onwards, we've only dealt with our clients through Gmail, which up until then we had dealt with all our writers. So as you can imagine, there's just so much emails coming in to our inbox that it just became a logistical nightmare. So Trello really sorted that out for us. And the other tool that we use is Google Sheets. We were initially using Excel, but again, we like to have everything in the cloud as much as possible. So Google Sheets has all the functionality, if not more, than Excel. And we use that to track our orders, track what writer has what order, when it's due, the date we expect it back, has it been billed to the client yet, has the client paid. All that sort of stuff is taken care of through our Google Sheets, which really makes it, Google Sheets, Trello, and Gmail is the three pillars of our content business that allows us. And we could, if we had more writers, obviously, and more clients, we could scale that out even further, like some big content agencies do as well. So, that's really where we are, and that's really where we're at the moment with the content agency. As I said, we have 2 other business models that generate our income. One of them, which I'll be talking about in a future video, is the local SEO and lead generation. So, and there's also another business model which is focusing on manual outreach, link selling basically with bloggers. So there you have it. That's a quick kind of rundown of that post. Some people prefer watching a video instead of reading a big long post. There might have been a lot of brain farts going on in this video, but that's just to kind of give you a quick rundown of where we started off, how we got started. There's no rocket science, secret sauce involved. We just wanted to make money online that allowed us to travel, and we put it to use. We kind of rolled up the sleeves, got stuck in, and thankfully it's allowed us to have a pretty good lifestyle the last 5 years, and hopefully for another 5. So make sure you check out the other 2 videos, guys. I'll have the links down in the description below, and That's it. Thanks. Bye.